So there's a dinosaur in your dream? You don't understand. It's not a dinosaur. It's a truck. It's an American truck. It's the RAM TRX. What happens in this dream? It's the same thing over and over again. I'm coming home after a long day of work. I'm driving up to my garage where I store my truck, and there are just Ram T-Rexes all over the place. It's very scary, and they taunt me, and it's very intimidating with their 700 horsepower and their off-road ability. And I just try my best to get to my garage. It's very scary, and I can't get to sleep afterwards. I had no idea you were being traumatized by this reoccurring nightmare. That's just awful. Hey, you guys know any good camping spots around here that I can try?
Oh, there's something behind me, isn't there?
Hey guys, welcome to another SnowRunner video. Today we have another JohnJohnHotRod modded truck. It is the RAM TRX. And you know, one funny thing about a T-Rex is just like potato chips. You can't just have one. You gotta have a lot of them. No, seriously, this is a T-Rex club here in Kazakhstan, of all places. But yeah, we are going to... Don't fall asleep! I'm not... Wake up. We are going to put this new truck through its paces. We are going to check it out in the garage. We are going to build one, and you can see all the attachments. It is available. Check it out on mod.io, and it's also a trending mod. It's a very popular mod. So let's get into it. Okay, we are in the garage. We have 4 selections here. The T-Rex Ultimate, T-Rex Ultimate Vanilla, and the regular T-Rex, and the regular Scout. Now, the difference between the Ultimate and the T-Rex is the Ultimate is more off-road based. It is going to have a wider axles, and the wheels are going to stick out, and the fenders are a little bit more flared. The vanilla ones that are like the trucks in the game. So if you want to have a stock truck, but you want the look of the mod, you pick one of the vanilla ones. So let's look at one of the Ultimates. We got the engine here. We have several. You have some vanilla choices. We have Trail Rider for slower paced stuff, Trail Runner, which is more Baja stuff. And if you want to go totally OP, you can do a Redline engine, and then we have 2 hauling engines here. And you'll notice the names of these, they correspond with the gearbox. You can get a Trail Rider gearbox, a Trail Runner gearbox, Redline gearbox. So this makes it very easy to match these up to what you want. And the same thing with the suspension. We've got 2 trailer hauler. So this would be if you're hauling stuff like a gooseneck trailer. The Ultra, Trail Runner Ultra, is more of a pre-running fast. We're going to do that one there. And stage 1 is for stiffer suspension, which is nice. It's a new thing that JohnJohnHotRod is doing. Then tires, we're going to go with 44s because we got the big... And we're going to go cheater. Now, if you notice the little changes up there, you see damage resistance times 10. So that's why I'm picking the cheater ones. If you want to go stock, you can. And I think I'm going to go with Crawl Runner. That's what I like. Winch, always go for the autonomous one. That doesn't need any power. Diff locks included. And rear bumpers. Now we can go with a pre-runner, or you can go full stock, and you can have carbon exhaust. You can have the stock exhaust and a license plate. Very cool. Body, you can go for the typical T-Rex hood, which I prefer. Now for lighting, we have certain bumpers and lighting, and you can have a pre-runner classic bumper, and you can put a tail light bar on there, and we can put some lights on. So I think I'll go with that. So we can put some lights on the roof if we want. Now tow and haul, you can do an active tow, which isn't represented very well in the garage, but it actually puts weight on the front end when you are towing things. And so I'm not really too concerned about towing stuff. This is going to be more of a pre-runner. Off-road parts and accessories, get a spare tire, We always want to leave the mounted radar in the truck. Scout trucks have radar, and they are good for when you're going on new maps and you need to open them up. We can put a traction board loosely in the bed to fly around, which I don't know. We want some rock rails, yes. Snorkel, and as JohnJohnHotRod does, you can have an invisible snorkel. So let's just do the invisible one. And then bed add-on, so you can have a retractable cover, which is very cool. I like that. Then we've got some choices for some racks here. So we can do this rack system, and then we can put a different top on here. One supports the tent, so you can have a pop-up tent if you want. And then the other one supports a bunch of, you can put stuff in the bed, of course, so you can put gas in the bed, but you can put stuff on the side here, which is kind of cool. You can mix and match things. Very nice. And then if you put the rack on the top, you can put these boxes up on the top and put a nice big spare tire in here. And then damage control. This is another thing JohnJohnHotRod does. You can have some control your damage here, less damage for the suspension and wheels. And fuel, you can add fuel, more repair parts, and more spare tires. 20 spare tires, I think that's good. And then for rims, let's look at our rims here. Oh, a lot of choices here. Traverse HD was the selected one here. And yeah, so a lot of selections of rims here. So I kind of like that other one. And paint. Now we do have some standard paint jobs that JohnJohnHotRod has. We have the camo, which is very nice. And then we have the stripes, which is cool. I like that as well. And then you have this matte gray color, which is kind of cool. Let's see. And then you can come down here. You can mix and match for glossy and matte. You can actually get rid of this black stripe down here. You can go with something bright. Let's just do that. That's a nice color. All right, let's take it out for a test drive. There she is. Wow, look at that. Look at the suspension components in here. And look at the traction bars under here. Very beefy, very beefy. Very nice. And let's start this guy up. Pretty good sounding. I can see why this is a popular mod for SnowRunner. I love the flared fenders, really cool. And if you don't know much about trucks, and I don't know why you are here if you don't, but the Ford has a Raptor, and Ram had to come out with something to compete with that, and they came out with the T-Rex, and the T-Rex dinosaur is bigger than the Raptor dinosaur, so that's the meaning of that. In real life, these have 700 horsepower. Very beefy trucks. This drives really nicely, obviously, especially with these big tires and good suspension. You can really do a lot of things on this truck. And you can just, you know, with all those trucks, I did try different versions of it, and you can get one that's a little bit more, you know, just the regular T-Rex with maybe the smaller set of tires, and then put a gooseneck trailer on it, and you're in business. That's how I got all those trucks down there. I had to tow them. So, but yeah, this is really nice. I'd have to give it to JohnJohnHotRod. It's pretty cool. He just keeps driving. Nuumet, the video's over. I like this truck. I want to keep going. It's so cool. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, I really should put my windows down. And you know what? Might as well put the sunroof up. There we go. Now, let's go.
I'm not supposed to die.